All right, Cancer, let's get started on your mid-October reading. Thank you all for being here today. If you're new, all the info you need to know is listed down below. So I've been pulling these number cards to kind of get the oracle cards for the overview of the reading during the pre-shuffle. And you've got number 41, soulmates, with 24, time for a nap. And I did want to state that 7/17, those numbers or date might be important to you or significant, or June 8th or 27th, or August 6th or 27th. So we're going to go rogue and just find out what Spirit wants you to know. What's being hidden or needs to be brought to the front of Cancer's attention, please. Dislike of change or resistance. So that could be why there's been this nap period. Get a couple and go there. Oops. Job or partnerships. It sounds like it's the soulmate partnership, although the job could be interfering that. Something is not been fair. Okay, we have self-sabotaging and blocking your blessings. Now keep in mind it is a collective reading, so if it's not your energy, it could not resonate at all, so disregard it, or it could be the person that you're dealing with. But there's two cards of self-sabotage here. So someone was letting their wounding get in the way of this soulmate. All will work out in time. You'll soon find truth and clarity. Faith and patience are required. And it says too much emotion and not enough logical thinking. So maybe there's something that needs to be seen here, and I believe that that goes with the change of what needs to change. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what needs to change here that Cancer or their person has been thinking too much, using too much emotion, not enough logical thought? Third eye blind, something they can't see. Their intuition, see, the girl in this card has her hand covering her eyes, but her third eye is open. So someone's not seeing something here. And look at this, 24, 42, so mirrored numbers. Why are they not seeing it? What are they blind to? What are they not seeing? Whoa, that one wants to come out. Something needs to change. Okay, we know that. Wind chimes. Changes are coming or changes are needed. Someone's not speaking their inner truth. And time is running out for this. So the universe is going to send in a tower if this truth is not spoken out loud, if this situation, whatever it is, isn't handled. It doesn't feel tremendously like a big deal, but it might if it goes too long. There's a friend possibly involved. But look at this. Like the angels are on your side. You've got the angel card here. Deception, lies, and deceit and trickery. With the friend, I wasn't going to keep the friend card, but there's something significant here. We're going to clarify both what they want to say and what the fox is. I'm going to use this to clarify the fox first. Why is the fox here? There's been no communication about this, whatever it is. There's been silence. Perhaps you've been wanting to talk about it and they won't. Separation, endings, divorce, breakups, and time apart. Ooh, that's heavy. And the boomerang, let me go so I can come back to you. This one was kind of stuck to that. And someone's resistance to let this go might be because they're worried it won't come back around, or that there won't be something different, or the loss that will incur whenever that takes place. I'm hoping it's not a third party situation. I usually don't channel that type of energy. I mean, but it does come out. It's just usually not the focus. 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords twice. With 7 of Swords, that is the fox energy, which is sneaking around, ghosting, running away from problems. I feel like it's that, a lot of it. But someone's put a lot of time and effort into this. 8 seems significant. So maybe this has been going on for the past 8 months, and it has not met someone's expectations with the 3 of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the other person card. Typically in tarot, it's a general reading, so that could also be the case. But I feel more here that it's really dampened someone's inner fire. And they have that ability to have it in their hands, but they're blind to this. And someone, I think, is really ready to kind of branch out. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Tap dancing around discussions regarding emotional issues or feelings and avoiding important matters. So this is not wanting to be discussed. That's pretty much every card that I have to explain that. What do they have to say? The Lovers. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. This is deep. Choices in love. There's a Four of Swords, which is healing. The Hanged Man, which is kind of the third eye blind, right? We're just going to sit here and wait for things to change. She does have a new perspective on this card, though. But it is time to heal it. It's saying, and there's your Tower. The Tower's coming because everybody sat on the fence and didn't talk about it and heal the situation. It might have something to do with a choice in love or a romance that didn't go off the ground in an Ace of Pentacles type of fashion. So it wasn't as solid as it appeared to be, and someone's getting kind of agitated by that. Let's see what this Tower is going to represent. This is Osho Zen. I don't know if I should have chose this. Control, turning in. So someone was trying to control the outcome or ignoring it, you know, because if you look at this card, this guy's like got his fist clenched, his eyes closed, and he's just like, and he's got stuff shooting out of his head. And it's almost like, no, I refuse to let this go. I'm going to go within, get quiet, try to figure it out, because it was like a dream. Like it started out as a dream. And then we have the Master here, which is the master of your own destiny. It's kind of like the magician energy, manifesting. Now, why it's coming down now is interesting. Slowing down. So it might have taken off. Look at this. Thunderbolts slowing down in the Fool. That's crazy. So perhaps when it started, it was like boom, like lightning. And then it slowed down. It wasn't what somebody expected, or maybe they went down the wrong path and they're ready to take a leap of faith. Like the universe is going to kick this person out. And I feel kind of like it's just going to fall out of their mouths. So let's see about this injustice or fairness in this situation. Now, for some of you, if there is a third party, and third parties can also be career, family, anything that's, you know, stands in the way. Where was I going with that? It's going to feel unfair. So this is interesting. Impossible. Oh, it's actually I'm possible. It always comes out as impossible. Number 18, with life of the party. So something that was like really good now feels like it's impossible, or movement feels impossible. This person's like coming out of the mirror, almost like it changed who someone was in the situation. They misrepresented themselves. What do we have to say about all this? The Moon. So there is some downloads coming through at night. The ball is in your court. So someone, if you are the one that needs to have this conversation, they're saying the ball's in your court, go for it, because there's things undiscovered or hidden here. Songs might be important. It's going to take a little courage with the Lion, a little overriding the fears with the Moon, but you might be getting dreams, pings from your guides. But look, guys, drowning in emotion and thirsty for change. If this is your story and you're sitting there every day and it's just weighing on you, and you feel like it's been stagnant or not spoken about, and right whenever I said that, I noticed this fox is sleeping on this moon. And the moon usually represents our dreams, you know, our ties to the ether sometimes. And this fox messed up something, I don't know what's trying to come out there. I think it'll come out on its own here shortly. What do we have to say about this injustice or unfairness here? Yeah, someone's no longer happy. They thought that this was going to be the key to their happiness, and then now realizing they made the wrong choice, or it cannot continue the way that it is now. This injustice has to be spoken of. We've got the Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, the Sun, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Very action oriented. And notice on this, the Ace of Wands, you know, that's a passionate new beginning, or speaking something on passion or action, and see, it's like a big download of fire. Somebody is no longer third eye blind. They, just like this, wake up and they see, I am possible. I'm possible. I need to go back to celebratory status instead of all of this stuff hanging on. Nine of Wands. See, she's got that lit torch, refusing to let it go. Not because she's coming from a wounded standpoint, but because she is resistant. And I don't think that she's realizing it's affecting her own happiness. Now, keep in mind, guys, male or female, it was a female on the card. Why? What is she holding on to? This Nine of Wands. Whoa. So we've got the lipstick. Telling someone what they want to hear or glossing over imperfections. That's resistance. I'm going to pretend like I'm happy. I'm going to be cool with the choices I've made. I'm not going to make a decision to come forward and talk about this. I'm just going to let it be. Let it ferment. But now they're seeing somebody is illuminated and enlightened. Remember that Ace of Wands? What was hidden is revealed, exposing the truth and new revelations with the curtain. Time's up with the whistle. And the shoe. Steady progress, baby steps, one step at a time. So this situation isn't going to resolve itself overnight, right? And the biggest ones in our lives don't. But what they're saying here is just take those baby steps. It is possible. You're going to get justice in the situation, but it is going to take action and communication. Joy, number 22, master number. And that hummingbird, that usually means rapid movement or communication. And so for your own happiness, it's important to remember and to think about, am I truly happy with the Sun card here? Is this situation truly making me happy, or am I just too tied to it emotionally and not realizing it's not for my highest good? Or whoever you're dealing with might be realizing that about their situation. I'm going to do this backwards, and for self-sabotage, I'm going to use this one, even though I don't know that there's going to be a lot of cards in there that are going to be applicable to this. Stability, number 14, and truth, Raven Spirit, number 32. Why does 32 seem like it's significant? It's about finding your inner truth and realizing that, like, although this path might have felt stable, and maybe it was very stable in the 5D, maybe it's not aligning with your inner truth right now. And maybe there's even more stability to come if you were to take a different path, or if this person was to, let's see, homebody. Yeah, it's all about, I've already built this house. I don't want to do anything to take that down. And guys, I'm not shortchanging that at all. As someone who has done that before, it is very difficult. And there's the storm, but the tower's coming. And you got the moon again. So it's been all this fear. And there's the siren. Red flags. Pay attention. Be aware. And I feel very much like either through dreams or spiritual pings, these little red flags. Now, they don't have to be red flags like a 4-alarm fire. They could just be little bitty breadcrumbs showing you, like, yes, this needs to go away. So we've got all that. We've got headspace, thoughts, nostalgia, regrets of past actions, the knots, complications, restrictions, and self-sabotage. Synastry, signs and synchronicities. So that is spirit pinging them. And everyone thinks that self-sabotage is just like one of the most negative things. And actually, by doing positive things for yourself, or what you think is positive sometimes, you can actually be sabotaging. Because everybody's afraid of resistance, stalemate, afraid of change, stubborn. And we've got the Mask card again. Denial about it. Disloyalty, falsehoods, and illusions. Offense, again. The ball is in your court. They're like screaming, at least take a step to have this conversation. And maybe, if so, it will all work out. Let me get a different deck and ask. What about this offense card? Because it's coming out twice. And it could be both people think that the ball is in the other person's court, but usually that'll be the defense coming out twice, right? See what they have to say. Oh, shut the front door. Okay. This is everything I thought it was and more. 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Lovers again. The Lovers again. So this situation could be a past life soulmate, or somebody that you just really feel the 6 of Cups for, or they feel that for you. But there's a deep knowing here that it's almost like a settling with the 9 of Cups. It felt like wish fulfillment, but then somewhere along the line, it became unfair, and it was like a complacency issue. We're in this together because it's stable on paper. But with the Lovers card, it does not align with the heart, with someone's heart. What do you have to say about that? Yep. Hierophant, the world, closing out the commitments that are no longer serving you, realizing what you do want in a commitment, which is something more fair, maybe someone or something from the past, again with the Six of Cups. That's twice. And the Six of Swords, moving forward. Someone's figuring it out and they're no longer self-sabotaging. They're saying if you're willing to do that, everything will work out. All right, let's get one of these guys to go on top of it, and then we'll get all will work out and follow it up. Broken open with head over heels. 1229 might be significant, although 2 and 9 is an 11. It was meant to like crack your heart chakra back open. I feel like they broke you open in the beginning, you know, reinvigorated that love, your heart space. It went south, and then it's like there's something better or a new path here or a new revigoration to this. If someone's willing to have that conversation, that broken open could be this other person. They might need to really go within. And it's hard if you're a person that can own your truth to be in a relationship with someone that can't. That is difficult. It's doable, but it's a process, you know. It's going to take everybody working at it. So all will work out in time. You will soon find truth and clarity. Thank you for being here today, guys. If this message resonated, please comment, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. We'd love to have you here. And look at this, card 14, the master of your own destiny. This guy sees it. He's got one of those, like, what is that, a binocular? Is that what they call that with the eye thing? Those little periscopes, but it goes on the eye. And all these keys. And look, his heart is illuminated here. And there's a moon behind him with some writing. So I feel like this is really... Oh, and that's the 14th. There's an eclipse tomorrow. This is significant. Something's going down on the 14th. Let me get a couple cards. Where do I even want to go with this? Master of Destiny here. I think I should have gotten the other one. There's the angel. The angel again. And the scrolls. Akashic records and soul contracts. Shut the front door. Is this... I don't know. For some of you, it's going to be a totally new person. Yep. Footsteps, walking away, moving on, follow the leader. Somebody, their defense mechanism was to ignore what's really in their heart. And they can no longer carry around this weight, and they're going to walk away from this or have a conversation that could lead somebody to walk away if they don't step back up. All right, let's get some final advice. This is actually really positive, guys. I know it seems like it's a lot, but I think you know. And look at this. Spiritual lessons, closure or acceptance, refusal to surrender. This might be done. And that only means that there's something better waiting. And I got spirit chills head to toe whenever I said that. So don't be scared. Be vulnerable. Step out of your comfort zone and think with your heart. Shut up. And then we got friends and friendships. They might be able to be a good source of support and advice at the time. However, if you're not friends with a lot of spiritual people and they don't understand the soulmate or twin flame journey, they might not be your best bet on this. But you do have others that are willing to help. Myself included, I'm rooting for you always. So sending you lots of love and light, guys. Take care.